What's going on, everybody? As of the filming of this video, August 2nd, 2025. Are you guys ready to hunt for the Nintendo Switch 2? We're in northern New Jersey. Let's see if we can find a Switch 2 on a Saturday. It's gonna be the first time hunting on a Saturday. I never have Saturdays off. We're gonna hunt at quite a few stores, including Staples, PC Richards, Best Buy, Target, or is it Target? Dave and Buster's, and GameStop. And we're gonna begin our search right here at Staples. Staples says they sell the Switch 2, but I've actually never seen one in the store. But let's try this one, see if we can find one. Let's start our search right here at Staples. I know, such a weird place to search for video games. Always takes me a little bit to find the Switch stuff in the Staples, but I did find some stuff. Ooh, something's on clearance. What is this? Wow, look at that. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser $33.96. That's crazy. I'm going to pick that up if they have it. Other side, same thing, another game on clearance. Mario Party Superstars $33.96. That's crazy. That's a good deal. You never see these go on clearance. And I don't see any Switch 2 advertising here. Just see this Switch OLED system here for $349. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Well, they do sell the Switch 2, even though there's nothing on the shelf. He said we had them when they first came out, and they haven't seen them since. The games that were on clearance, of course, they're sold out. Why would you be able to find those? All right, we have some more stops to make. Saturday, I don't know. This is the first time hunting on a Saturday. I'm not sure how much success we're gonna have, but there's many more stores to go, I'm sure. This road I'm on is called Route 17. It runs through Jersey, and you start off in Mahwah, and I usually get off by Ramsey. But you know, it's funny. What happens is when you go to a store and you pull back out, the speed limit's 55. So what you actually have to do is drive on the shoulder and get up to speed, and then merge with traffic. It's kind of crazy, and there's no U-turns. You have to go on these things. They're called jug handles, which is interesting. So you have to get off like a whole entire exit just to turn around and go the other direction. So if a business that we're going to go to, like say for example Best Buy's on the other side, we ain't going. We'll have to find another location. Next up is a store that we don't make it to too often, PC Richards. We don't really have these in our immediate area, but there's one here in Jersey, so we're gonna go check. Now these stores are sometimes hard to film in. When we go to electronics, it's like literally right over to the right, and I don't know, I think they're getting rid of electronics like video games and stuff like that. I just don't see them as often, and every time I go in this store, it's annoying. It's like you get hounded. Although that didn't happen the last time I was in a PC Richards. So we'll see if it happens this time. Here's what's left of their video game section. Got some PS5 stuff there. That's their Switch section. And we got a Switch OLED up there, the black PlayStation Portal, and a VR. I don't know, nothing crazy, no Switch 2. I'll tell you what, people ask what I do for a living, and I work at a car dealership. I actually do all the financing. And going into a PC Richards is such a bad experience. I feel like car dealerships used to be like this, and furniture stores are like this. As soon as you walk in PC Richards, you're... almost just fell off the curb. There's like 8 salespeople just standing there at the front door. Very difficult to film in PC Richards, but I'm going to tell you about the experience in there. More of the experience I've told you guys about in the past when I visited another PC Richards. What I expected the last time when I walked in was, as soon as I walked in the one in Connecticut, them to just be on top of me. That didn't actually happen. This store, as soon as I walked in, there was at least 7 or 8 salespeople standing there waiting for a sale. Like they take like a up rotation system, I'm guessing, kind of like a car dealership or furniture place. Kind of annoying. Like, makes me not want to go in there. I just want to go in there, walk around, and look around. I don't like that. I guess they're on commission. I get it. They probably have some kind of sales rotation system, especially being it's a Saturday. You guys saw the display case. Very hard to film in there because everybody's right on top of you. So when someone left me, that's when I kind of looked. But yeah, no Switch 2. You can see their game section is very bleak. There's not much in there. Not a big fan of PC Richards. Let me know if you guys have been to a PC Richards. Do you like it? I'm not a fan. Best Buy is up next. We've had some success with Best Buy in the past. Will we have any success today? Whoa, guys. Whoa, that's all I'm gonna say. This is the first time I've ever seen this like this. Actually think I got excited a little too early. Never mind. I thought I found the Switch 2 in stock, but look. Empty box. These are all empty. All empty. They got me real good on this. These are pretty cool though. I like these boxes. And there's the Switch OLED, which we're going to talk about these in a minute. Well, here's some news I wasn't expecting. So, you got the Switch 2 there, right? Starts at $449. The bundle $449. The Lite $199. Well, starting tomorrow, that Switch Lite is no longer be $199. You're expecting me to say it's going down, right? Nope. It's going up. It's going to be tomorrow, August 3rd, $229. They're raising the prices. Not specifically at Best Buy. Nintendo's doing this. The Alarmo, you know, that Nintendo alarm clock that nobody wants. See, it's $99. Oh, tomorrow, that's gonna be $110. This Switch right here, $299. Tomorrow, it's gonna be $339. The OLED for $349 starting tomorrow is going to be $399. So at $399, Switch 2 will remain $449. I don't think anyone's going to be buying the OLED for a $50 difference compared to the Switch 2 at $449. So that started tomorrow. Switch 2 is not going up, but the regular Switch, Switch Lite, and Switch OLED are going up starting tomorrow. By the time you guys see this video, the prices will already be up. Here are all your Switch 2 games, and I think today might be the day. Look at this, I've never seen them out like this. Today might be the day to buy this Pro controller I don't have at a ridiculous $84.99, but I'm gonna buy this before they change the price of this too. Also going up are Amiibos and Switch 2 Joy-Cons. This Switch 2 section is looking very empty, but the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, I believe they're $96 now. They're going to be an even $100. This is interesting. I can't believe I'm seeing this. This here is on clearance for $39.99. I think at that price, I might pick one up. This one has this one has this on it, but the next one does not. I think I'll take this one. I didn't dive too deep into the Amiibo prices, but yeah, I don't know who's buying these already. I was saying it before, $39.99, $29.99, and they're going to be going up. That's insane. I don't know who's buying these. And I'm just going to show this one more time. There's the Lite at $199, $229 starting tomorrow. What happened to all the $15.99 Amiibos? That, I feel like, is a fair price. I'm not paying $40 or $50 for one of those. What about you guys? No Switch 2 in stock at Best Buy. They fooled me though. They had those little dummy boxes, and I saw those right at the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, first time I've seen them in the case, but they were the dummy boxes. Those display boxes are really cool. I have one of those. A friend of mine gave me one. I was not expecting to buy a Pro controller or that Piranha Plant camera. I can't believe that Piranha Plant camera was actually on clearance. Why? That made me buy it. That's what made me buy that Piranha Plant camera. If that was not on clearance, I would not have purchased that. I don't know, where were they? I think they were, we've seen them in previous videos. I think they were $54.99, and I think I just paid $39.99. So $15, something like that. I think that was the price. And then the Pro Controller, it was just time to buy one. I don't have one. It was time, so I went ahead and bit the bullet. We just ran into another PC Richards. Let's see if our experience is any different here. Obviously, you could have different experience at different stores, but you know what? I used to come in PC Richards all the time, and they'd always have stuff on clearance in the video game section. So I'm thinking that might be why the game section is kind of empty. We'll take a look at this one, see if they have anything cool in here to pick up. I feel like this is the exact same thing as the last store. These games, not one game has a price on it. So I have no idea what these go for. But we have 10 titles to choose from. The biggest Xbox section of any store I've ever seen. Because no one's buying Xbox here. And then, believe it or not, they actually have a Switch in stock. Not a Switch 2, but a regular Switch. Definitely not the same experience as the last PC Richards. No one's staying out front, no one chasing me down. But the video game section is like literally right next to customer service. It is so awkward to film, staying there knowing they're all watching me. They didn't have anything cool in stock though. That was the biggest selection of Xbox games though I've ever seen. Well, since it's been kind of like back shelved, I guess. Made it inside Target. And I was surprised to see something on clearance at Best Buy. It's crazy. Clearance already on the Switch 2 on the Piranha Plant. I don't know if that's going to be a thing now. We'll find out as we go. I have to say, too, that Best Buy was pretty cool. I forgot about this. They had the old style registers where they were like all in a row. I wish I took a picture of it because you guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. And here's the Switch 2 section. Well, not right there, but there's a case there. Case there, and then I don't know, it's just the new thing, more of these boxes showing up all over the place. Empty box didn't get me this time. There's the Piranha Plant, but we have no idea how much it is. And the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are beginning to go up to $100 flat. I mean, they're already it's either $94.99 or $96.99. I mean, at that point they're already overpriced. What's another couple bucks at that point? Game-wise, this store is pretty empty. You could see there are some games behind there, like Split Fiction, Bravely Default is back there, Zelda. But, yeah, they got some Switch games in there. There's Hogwarts back there. Got Tetris. No Switch 2 kiosk yet, but they got kind of part of it. They got the console there. Well, apparently I'm blind. There's a Switch 2 kiosk right here. But then, why is this also right here? Isn't that where the Switch 2 kiosk would go? I don't know. Does it go here? I think I borrow right above that. Weird. I don't know. I guess it's so you can play it on the TV, and then over here you can play on the Switch 2 console. There's the Donkey Kong Amiibo. Let's see how much this thing is. I don't know if it's going to go up in the next couple of days or not. Let's check the price. Okay, let's find out. Amiibo is $29.99. Too much. $15 I'd buy it. I don't know, is that worth $30? Might be more in a couple days. You know, the other thing I've been looking for is a Hulk Hogan wrestling figure. Should have bought one when I could have. There's nothing now. Can't find any of them. Here's a nice setup right here. Look at this. Ultimate Warrior. I take just that Ultimate Warrior. Everybody else can go pound salt. These guys are too new for me. I just want him. There's something we haven't found in a while. Any new Simpson guys? Let's see. We got Homer, Bart, and Homer. And then we get the little guys. We got 2 Barts. Oops, that goes up there. That goes up there. And we get just a bunch of homers over here. Lisa's, Barts, all the easy guys. I'm trying to avoid the Verizon guys. They are so aggressive in this store. While I was over there in the video game section, they grabbed everybody. Holy crap. How I avoid them, I was just about to get chased down. I started walking away. Jeez, having some bad luck today on a Saturday. Struck out everywhere so far. Even went to 2 PC Richards. I'm thinking that PC Richards just doesn't sell the Switch 2. I think I'm giving up on PC Richards. There might be a GameStop in the area. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be our last stop. If there is one, we're going to see if we can find one. You know what I want to know too is, what do you guys think of these original Switch, not the Switch 2, about the prices going up? Kind of crazy, right? Nintendo said market conditions. So we all know what that means. It's tariffs. I believe most of the Switch components come from Japan, China, and I think the final assembly is Vietnam. So I don't know. It's almost 8 years into the system, and they're raising the price. I was just talking about, I think it was in the last video or the video before, how they should lower the Switch Lite to like $149 or $99. I know they wouldn't probably do 50% off, but I figured 25% off instead. It's going to be $229. That's ridiculous for the 8-year-old system. And you know, the OLED's going to be $399. Holy smokes, $399. You're within $50 of the Switch 2. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he's thinking that maybe Nintendo somehow figured into the prices of the Switch 2 when they were coming out. You know, them possibly going up, and you know, maybe that's how they came up with the prices of $449 and $499 for the bundle. So maybe that's true, I don't know, but at this point, I don't know who's buying the original Switch. I know they still sell. I don't know who's buying them. Let me know in the comments below if you have not bought an original Switch. I've had the Switch Lite. I've had the next level Switch. I have an OLED technically, but it's brand new in the box. It's one of those special editions. I gotta one day show you guys all my special editions, but unless they come out with some kind of special edition for the original Switch, I'm not buying it. So I don't know. I don't know who's buying these things at these inflated prices. So market conditions, wink, wink. Let's go into Dave & Buster's and see if they have a Switch 2. We'd have to use tickets, but you never know. It might be in the prize cabinet. Yeah, we're at Dave & Buster's. Let's see if they have a Switch 2 in their prize cabinet. So believe it or not, I actually have enough tickets on my account at Dave & Buster's to get a Switch 2 if they had one, I think. But all they have is the Nintendo Switch, 151,200 tickets. This was the original idea, was I was going to save enough tickets to actually get a Switch 2. That's what I was going to do when they came out at Dave & Buster's. And yeah, I kind of jumped the gun. Or maybe not, but we're pretty close. So no, Dave & Buster's does not have a Switch 2. They had the original Switch OLED. I thought I had enough tickets to get that. It's pretty close. Not quite. Close but no cigar, as they say. I did find a GameStop, and it's right here in this mall called the Willowbrook Mall. So we're going to go in the Willowbrook Mall and see if our last stop, GameStop, has a Switch 2 in stock. Or will GameStop let us down like Best Buy, Target, and PC Richards, and Dave & Buster's? I called the store ahead of time to make sure they were open. They said they were next to a Foot Locker, and look at that. Well, they're across from a Foot Locker. Close enough. There's the Switch section. Is there a Switch 2 section? Yeah, here's the Switch 2 games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Have we seen this yet? $49.99. Full game download. Oh. Game card not included. Put that back. Someone had pointed out when I picked this up last week that this is not a new game, and I do realize that. What I meant to say was that they added the Star Cross World download content to it. So Kirby and the Forgotten Land is also on the original Switch. Here's something cool. Look at this. This is from The Simpsons. I don't remember the episode, but right away I recognize this thing. It's always a party with Funzo. What was that episode about? I don't remember. I wish I would do the one with the robot, when Lisa gets that robot. Why don't I remember this episode? Don't remember this one. Help me out. Here's that case that every GameStop has with a bunch of pre-owned consoles in stock. You can see the Xboxes in there, the PlayStation 5, even a PlayStation 4. And there's an alarm right there that's going up. Switch Lite. Oh, look at that. They got the Zelda Edition Switch there. That's pretty cool. And then a bunch of empty boxes here. However, I did ask if they have a Switch 2 in stock, and they said we might. And then I told him I was making a video, and he says, yes, we do have a Switch 2 in stock. So they do have Switch 2s in stock. So yes, technically we did find a Switch 2. GameStop coming through with the win this week. Glad that I stopped here at GameStop. I had to go back and check on this because I do not remember Funzo. Now, I am a big Simpson fan, but I just don't remember Funzo. So I watched the episode, well, like clip of it, and it came back. I'm definitely not buying this. It's ridiculous. They should have came out with Gabbo. Gabbo. You guys remember Gabbo? That was an awesome one.
All the kids in Springfield are SOBs.
Gabbo's kind of language has no place on or off TV. And that's my 2 cents. That ought to hold those SOBs.
Yeah, no way. Not for $39.99. Too expensive. Even though we didn't technically see the Switch 2s, he assured me that they are in stock, so that's awesome. Yeah, and I might have just bought this. Did I fool you guys? You guys knew I was going to buy that, right? So yeah, we found a Switch 2 in stock on August 2nd, 2025. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this whole thing with the original Switch going up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.